Happy Black History Month to you all. My name is Ryan, head of the Harvey Historical Society. I'm here now for the fourth time bringing real substantive taxpayer feedback on how we want our regional transit hub in downtown Harvey to look. Unfortunately, true to our country's history of ignoring poor and minority areas, we have been ignored up until now. Last meeting, Metra stated that our tyrant of a mayor, the same one trying to kick widows out of their homes for a retention pond, didn't have any input into the design of this regional transit hub. Our reaction was, really? How did you get around this despot of a mayor? We've been trying to do that for years. Do tell us. What's your secret? Metra's own meeting notes, however, clearly show city consultants asking Metra to, quote, apply design tactics used on the mayor's first pet project, the Sibley Station. This is the same Sibley Station that, according to one survey respondent, looks like, quote, a futuristic prison. Last month, we also heard repeated glowing reviews of the station design from Metra board members. I didn't know any of you lived in Harvey. Where's your address? I can't believe I haven't seen you at city meetings. Instead, let's see what local taxpayers had to say about the design. Hideous modern boxy building with curved lines, clashes with the area residences. Too modern, the 50s and 60s feels depressing for Harvey. That was a time when the hopes and desires were tied to the wrong things. Malls, suburban sprawl, segregation. No real vision for the future. Sterile and lifeless. Way too outer space-ish. Looks unwelcoming like a jail. Why did the other station have brick and Harvey does not? Reminding me of some comments on our survey that someone left about the New Holman station. Such a shame a beautiful community would settle for a glass box when they had a beautiful 1920s Spanish Revival station. I don't know how the architect thought this would fit with Homewood. I stopped at a store on Ridge Road and they said the new station looks awful and said this was shoved down their throat, and then the architect said no one cares what it looks like, which isn't true. Sounds familiar. I asked board members to speak with me after the last meeting. No one did. When I asked for help on this important regional hub, one director made sure to tell us she did not represent our area. She nor anyone else, however, could tell us who did represent South Cook County. We still don't know. Wow, is this the treatment that Black civil rights leaders fought for? We have more than 1,100 members on our Facebook, 320 plus signers on our petition, support from the local alderman, and Metra still sides with our mayor, who is best buddies with Tiffany, by the way, mayor of Dalton. And let me tell you, the authorities are all over Dalton and Harvey investigating widespread corruption. The best thing any transit agency can do right now is to side with the taxpayers who pay the bills, not the politicians who hand out the favors. A gentleman who transfers in Harvey to travel between Orland Hills and Chicago regularly asked why Metra would demolish the existing station that isn't even that old. Then he cut me off to say, they're doing it for the money. Let's prove him wrong. I'll be here at the end of the meeting waiting for board members to come address these taxpayer demands. Years ago, separate but equal was the law in the USA. Sadly, poor and minority areas rarely got anything equal to what others were afforded. When asked why the Negro room was so filthy at an old Atlanta train station, the black porter explained he, quote, was expected not to keep the Negro waiting rooms as clean as the one for whites. The differential had to be maintained, unquote. In honor of Black History Month, we don't want a differential maintained. Let's get this station in line with what this design, in line with what taxpayers want, even if they're not as rich or white as some might prefer. And my last statement is I just wanted to pass on some resident feedback. Someone said, please tell them this morning, Ryan, why Metra, why did you have to have your meetings during the day when everyone is at work? You should have some at night so people, the taxpayers, can come share their voice. It's almost like they don't want people to speak up. And then regarding Title VI.
Mr. Zimolsky, 3 minutes.
Oh, yeah, that was it. Regarding Title VI, we will be filing a complaint regarding that. It said in the Metra site, social and economic effects of programs and activities on minority populations and low-income populations. So that's obviously a major concern that we have with this issue. But I'll be here. I'm happy to talk to you.